Here we go!
So this is how Fonto looks when you first start up. You're going to click add image, and here are all the different image sizes that you can use. So look for your phone, whichever phone you have, and then choose that vertical size. So for me, I have an iPhone X, that's the one I chose. And now I'm going to add image. So that background you were already supposed to find, I found a couple, and here one is, and I'm just going to oversize it to cover up all of the black space. Remember that black space is supposed to be the size of your screen. So then you're going to go ahead and save that as an image. And I had a few different choices of backgrounds, so I'm just showing you again here. This was another option. And you can see, even though it's way skinnier, it wasn't as big as the first one. All you have to do is oversize it and cover up all of the black space. And then save it. And you save by clicking that arrow in the right corner, the right bottom corner. And then you go back to press the button in the middle at the bottom where you started, and you click add image. And so now I just loaded the image that I saved, and remember, it's the exact dimensions of the screen already. So because this is a vision board for 2019, I decided 2019 should be the first thing I add. And you can play with font, you can play with colors, you can add a border or outline color, which they call stroke on this app. You can add a background, you can add layers of colors and make it horizontal or vertical. You can get really creative when it comes to this font and text. So do what your heart desires and just have fun with it. So keep in mind, every single time you're trying to move something, it's pretty much not drag and drop, but kind of in a sense, you're just going to drag it and place it where you want within your background. So the white is going to be off of your background, so everything you want to be on your background, so that way it actually shows up. You can actually place things off of the border, but when you go to save it as an image, it's just going to be cut off. So I have all my images saved, and the first thing that I'm going to put on my vision board are these Celine flat top sunglasses that I've been wanting since 2017, I believe. And so I just really want these shades. They're so cute, and I feel like they look actually really good on me, but they're like really expensive. So I decided that, maybe once I accomplish some of these goals, then I'll reward myself by getting those. But as you can see, you can put different shapes. You have triangles, diamonds, octagons, squares. You can add a heart. You can put a bird. Like any image that you have, you can make it into any of these shapes that you see down below. And that's just a way that if you can only find JPEGs and you couldn't find any PNGs, which if you don't know, a PNG is an image that has a transparent background. So I think that's just way more flattering, and it just makes for being able to add more stuff on your background versus everything being in a square. I think it's just a lot more appealing to the eye to be able to see the background you chose versus having a whole bunch of boxes of everything. So eventually I may go back and see if I can find like a PNG for the Celine flat tops, or a PNG for trying to keep my GPA above a 3.5, but this will do for now. So here I'm just going in, adding more images. You see this was a PNG, and you see how like nice that looks. You see the marbles still in the background. Super cute. So anyways, now here are some more images that you can add. And so the car that I drive is an Audi, and I just decided to find a red arrow just within the Fonto app and make it small and put it over the Audi symbol. So what this means for me is I want to pay my car down. I know I won't be able to pay it off like within a year unless I have like another source of income that comes in, but that's what that means to me. I also want to get into kickboxing. So here I found a cool blacked out silhouette of a female kickboxing, and I thought that was really cool. So I added that. So you can see the difference between doing like the box or the JPEG images versus the PNG images. Like I said, it just makes for a lot cuter, a lot flawless. But for the PNG images you can resize them like I've been doing. That way it's not so overbearing. You don't just have a whole bunch of boxes on top of each other. You can definitely shape them, mold them to what you want. You just have to play around with the dimensions when you first add the image. So if you put an image on your background and you decide you really don't like it, you have to start over. So you go to remove, and then you would try to re-add the image, and then shape it to the size or crop it to the size that you want, and then put it on your background. So here's Fenty Beauty. I do want to work with Fenty and MAC this year. I'm not going to say like I want my own line or anything, but I'm definitely going to be putting together some looks using Fenty Beauty and MAC products. And if I could just get like a like from Rihanna or from the Fenty Beauty IG, I would be so ecstatic. So yeah, that's a goal. I'm about to hit 200 subscribers here on YouTube, but I'm trying to hit 100,000. So you know what? Before December, I'm going to have 100,000 fellow soldiers on my YouTube. So I'm just going to speak that into existence, and that's what this is here. And for this one in particular, I had a very hard time like cropping this. I didn't want it to be another square, but because of how big the font was, like it ended up having to be a square in the end. But like I said, maybe later on when I want to redo my background, because this was so quick and so easy and very fun, then I may look for like another PNG or just another image in total so that I can sort of change this up. That's the other great thing about doing a vision board on your phone, because this is so fast and because you can just download images so easily. This is super quick and would be super easy to change up. So let's say I did a look tomorrow and Rihanna like saw it and commented on it and thought it was so beautiful or whatever have you. Then all I have to do, I can go onto this app and put an X, like just upload it in its finished product and add an X, or I can just re-add everything quickly and just take the Fenty Beauty off, because now I've achieved that goal. So the other thing is that we always have our phones on us, and as a background, like you're gonna see this every time you pick up your phone, like you're gonna see this vision board. So I thought that was just something, it's like you pretty much have your vision board in your pocket. You're always gonna look at it when you see the background on your phone, or you can make it your lock screen. So super cute, but then it's also with you. So it's the same concept, just no longer on pen and paper, and you don't have to wait until you get home to stay focused, or you don't have to go out and buy a whole bunch of magazines and get your glue and your scissors, but you can still be creative and still find great images. So here is a Prada passport holder that I think is really cute, and eventually I'm gonna find it and buy it. Again, another expensive purchase, but I think it's gonna be so worth it. And y'all know I love yellow gold, so something else I want to get, and probably before I take my first trip, I will make this purchase. So as you can see, like, any image can mean anything to you, the same as you would do on pen and paper. I think it's just easier to do it on your phone because you can just Google anything. Like, I just Googled like Prada passport gold, and then I found the exact one that I wanted. So that's why I think it's so awesome to be able to do this, and you get exactly what you imagine, and you can actually just put it there instead of having to search through magazines and all this other stuff to find what you're thinking of. So I do want to go to Coachella this year. I don't know if I will make it there because of work and all these different trips that some of the girls are planning, but I'm going to put it on the board anyway. I have been looking into pricing. I've been looking at hotels. So I have been doing my research, and that was actually as of late 2018. I've also been talking about Essence Fest. Ever since I saw Girls Trip, I want to go to Essence Fest. I was going to try to make it to the 2018 one, but that didn't happen. So guess what? We're putting it on the vision board for this year. So you can see like Haiti, Dominican Republic, those are places that I want to visit this year, but also Cancun. Like, Mexico is super close. Yeah, I've never been to Cancun, and that's something I keep talking about, so putting it on the vision board. And one of the last things is to pay off my credit card debt. So if you don't know, I didn't use my credit card for over a year and a half. During that time, I paid it all off. I bought my first townhome, and then as of 2018, I started using it again. So now that I've had a little bit of fun in 2018, I'm going to go back to being a little bit more responsible. And so I found 2 PNG, like, little fake credit cards, and I put it in a down arrow shape. And then, so, you know, for me, that just represents paying down my credit card debt. And lastly is this pole dancer in a like purple silhouette. And so if you don't know, I'm really into fitness, and I do like weightlifting. I kind of loathe cardio to a certain extent, but I also like yoga. So I want to get into different types of fitness this year. And so I think pole dancers, like, they have gorgeous bodies. It requires a lot of strength from different muscles that I probably don't even know I really have. And so I just want to delve into different types of fitness, which is why pole dancing and kickboxing are on my vision board. So now that I feel like I'm done for the most part, I'm going to save this as an image. Go to my photos, and then here it is, the finished product. So then you just go about your normal way to add a image as a wallpaper, and then you move it, scale it, resize it, whatever have you, and you set it. And you can set it as either your lock screen or your home screen. So one thing I will advise, though, is you see how like my Keep Calm and my Cancun are now cut off on the bottom because of my home buttons. I just advise you to move all your stuff up just a little bit so nothing is covered. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely thumbs up this video, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, much love.